Good morning. My name is Penny Bailey, and this is my friend Christiana Kalley, who is from Sierra Leone. I'm going to read a little bit from my notes because I'm getting older and I just can't remember things the way I'm supposed to. So we are here to represent a cup of water in his name, in the name of Jesus, a permanent clean water solution for Wellington Square or Wellington Orphanage in Sierra Leone. Pastor Manzare is the director of Wellington Orphanage. There are approximately 74 children. The boys live in at the top of the hill in a residence that was originally built in 2003, the original orphanage. But the girls, 45 of them, live with Pastor Manzare in his home. It's a regular home, and he has 5 children of his own. We've been helping this orphanage for over 10 years, and to learn more about that, we do have an information sheet at our table. Sierra Leone has the largest diamond deposit in the world, and yet by some accounts, it is the poorest country in the world. The battle over diamonds spawned a 10-year war that devastated this nation at every level. And now, even 10 and 12 years after the war is over, life is still very hard. There's no electricity except for a few hours in Freetown. There's no mail service, no phone service, except for some cell phone service. Even the roads haven't been restored yet. There's no clean water, no proper sanitation, very few hospitals, and a few medical clinics. Can you imagine trying to operate a hospital without clean water? Christiana and her husband Donald were born and raised in Sierra Leone, and in August, Donald spoke at our first Clean Water project. He talked about what it was like to live there during the war and their years in the refugee camp before they came. I hope you will have another opportunity, if you did not hear him, to hear him. At our last planning meeting, Christiana really helped us to understand the hardship of collecting water. Many of the wells that do exist are damaged, and so the water is often contaminated. It is a dangerous walk for dirty water, essentially. Women and young children get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to walk to a well, and sometimes this requires 6 hours of their day in temperatures of 38 degrees Celsius with 100% humidity. And even when they get to the well, they may have to stand in line, and some people carry up to 40 gallons of water on their heads. Christiana showed us how they managed to carry the water. She taught us about making a kata. So a kata is like using a scarf and creating almost like a little nest that sits on the top of your head. And then from there, you carry your water. Isn't that great? Now imagine carrying that over rocky terrain and up hills, because if you spill, you got to go back and start all over again. Some people spend their entire days just collecting clean water for their family. And even when you get the water home, then you have to boil the water to make it clean so it's drinkable, usable. They either use coal, which is very expensive, so many families don't have that, or they use wood. And I'm trying to figure out how long it takes for boiled water to cool in 100 and some degree weather. Anyhow. But what we're here to say today is that clean water is more precious than the diamonds that started this war. And we want to be able to provide a permanent clean water solution for our children in Wellington Orphanage. It will probably in total cost $25,000. It's going to take us probably the whole year to work on it. But we invite you today to come and to share the joy, share the blessings that you have at our table. When you turn on your tap today, when you go home and turn on your tap today, I would encourage you to thank God that you live here and that you have the availability of clean water. We appreciate your help and your blessing. Thank you very much.